Welcome back, y'all. If you have been following along on my FODMAP journey, this is going to be an update. So I'm just gonna go over every time I try something new, add it right into this video. So basically I'm trying something new every weekend. If you have watched any of my FODMAP videos previously, you will have seen that I tried blackberries first, and it went so smoothly, so amazingly. I felt wonderful. I was so happy. Now we're into week 2, so trial 2, and I decided to go with apples and apple juice, my grape apple juice that I love. Finally, I'm going to try the juice. It is apple grape, so it is not just apple juice. Let's try it. I will limit it to about half a glass here for today. Saturday, I decided to start with the juice. I had like half a cup-ish. Honestly, I was pretty full from dinner when I tried it, but I felt extremely full after. Like the point of being too full, so I was like, well, maybe I just need to wait till I'm like not so full from dinner. And then I thought I was ready to have, you know, an hour later drink the remainder of my like this much juice. And again, I felt so full, like so full for like half an hour. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's just, you know, like dessert. I'm full. It's gonna like make me extra satiated. And then yesterday my stomach was like a little bit weird. I was like, okay, it's whatever. I'll have an apple today. So yesterday I had an apple. As you can see, I'll put the footage here just of my apple that I ate. I ate like 3/4 of it probably, and I felt great, tasted great, everything. I was like, this apple's so delicious and juicy. But today I felt really tired. I felt like zero motivation. My stomach was a little weird this morning. And then after I ate breakfast, my stomach kind of felt like, could we be upset? Am I hungry? Do I not feel good? Like, very confusing. And then I ate lunch and I was still kind of like on the better end. Anyways, so I'm thinking it might be a tolerance issue. Like maybe I can have a couple pieces of apple or like a very small bit of juice here and there. I might, but from what I experienced, I've decided I'm not gonna eat an apple again today. For day 3. I don't know. I just felt so like drained earlier and just meh. It was not this. I did not feel how I felt when I had the blackberries last weekend. So, yeah, we're just gonna stop the apples there, and hopefully my stomach will recoup itself, and I will just be perfectly feeling energized and great by tomorrow or the next day, because I do plan on running tomorrow night. So I decided if I feel yucky tomorrow from eating an apple, I don't want to feel that way. So that is my update on the apple trial, and I will see y'all in the next one. It's been probably like 2 different trials since I actually talked. So let me just recap. So our first one was the blackberries. You saw that in the last video. I then did apples, and then I tried beans. Alrighty, y'all, we are trying beans this week. I have Romano beans, so that's what we're gonna try. I know they are a lot of stuff in them, so we're just gonna go for it though, because I honestly I don't know what else to try. So this weekend I decided to try chocolate. Now the reason dairy-free chocolate actually is already low FODMAP. The reason I decided to try it was because I have some weird sneaking suspicion that my food problems are not limited to individual items. Like sometimes I think that just processed food in general bothers me. So I decided to make chocolate chips. I already had them. I always have them. on hand for baking, so I thought, let me just try the chocolate chips and see like something that is like a cheap, dairy-free, accidentally vegan chocolate chip compliments brand. So I thought I'd try them. I had a little thing of like a peanut butter fudge that I had made weeks ago in the freezer. I had saved it, I stashed it away, and it was 4 ingredients, had maple syrup and coconut oil in addition to the peanut butter and chocolate, and it was great. It was so freaking good. I'm so happy I had it in there. So same with like baked goods. So I'm not trying any of that stuff yet. I'm still trying to do things individually. It's getting kind of annoying because I just want to eat chips or like vegan cheese. I'm like, it's technically low FODMAP, but I got the Tex-Mex one, so I'm like, because it has, I don't know if it has garlic in it. So far, 3 out of the 4 things have gone really great. I noticed with the blackberries and the chocolate and the beans, I felt like energy level wise and digestion, I felt like everything was pretty much the same. Literally, I felt like I didn't change anything in my diet, which is super good. I do think the beans are better for my stomach in certain ways. Obviously, I want to get more protein and iron in where I can, so that's why I introduced beans earlier on. Something that I noticed, I previously thought that I could have any type of banana, however ripe it could be, it wouldn't bother me. Well, 2 times in a row I had bananas that were very ripe, like brown spotted. I was like, oh, it's no big deal. Well, the first day I ate it, I think just the banana by itself or with peanut butter, something like that, and as a snack, my stomach hurt. Like immediately upon the first 1 or 2 bites, my stomach actually was hurt in like the upper portion of my stomach, which never happens. Or very rarely happens, and I'm like, okay, interesting. I don't think anything happened like the next day or after that. I think it was just painful the moment I ate it, as far as I can recall. Then the next day I had a smoothie, again with the last of my very brown spotted bananas. Again, within the first few sips, my stomach hurt. And now it didn't like continue to hurt or anything like that. It just hurt like while I was eating it, and then it was like fine. And I was like, that's weird. I don't think there was any repercussions after the fact, but now I make sure they don't get brown. They're like yellow. Any type of yellow seems to be okay. Not any type of brown. Unless it's been damaged in like my backpack or something like that. When I was having the apples, so I started with the Kiju apple grape juice, and I thought, okay, yeah, the juice is gonna be way higher in FODMAPs. However, it was half grape juice. Like, you know, it's fine. It was not fine. It was okay. I wasn't like dying or anything like that. Chocolate, same thing. I've just had it for 3 days. Yesterday. The 3rd day, I actually made a banana. It was a really simple cookie recipe: bananas, peanut butter, cocoa powder, and chocolate chips. I think I put some nuts in there. And a little bit of gluten-free flour. They didn't really turn out. They tasted extremely healthy. They tasted basically like nothing. They didn't taste like bananas. They didn't taste like peanut butter. They didn't really taste like chocolate unless you got the chocolate chip. It was really weird, but good for like a healthy, like if you're looking for a healthy treat snack. It was fine. Before, when I was eating things, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel like this didn't sit right with me. So we figured out we are 4 things down. I did get some nuts recently, so I refilled our Brazil nuts, I got more macadamia nuts, and then I also got cashews. So cashews are another thing on the list to try. I don't think I've ever had a problem. There's so many things that I can try, and the one thing, like, I've gotten so used to my diet now, the one thing I'm getting really bored of is my tofu. I have like 3 different tofus that I eat, and I'm just getting like really bored of them. And I'm like, I just want something different. So that's my like biggest struggle, is not getting sick of the same thing over and over and over. However, they're like such a good staple. Like, I feel so good that like I know what I can eat, so I'm never fearful of like eating anymore, which is amazing. Another thing that's like super nice is that it also takes away the stress of deciding what to eat for dinner. So I'm literally just like, well, are we having ginger tofu? Are we having breakfast sandwich tofu? Or are we having tofu egg? What's it gonna be? Are we gonna have potatoes or rice? So the stress of like, oh my god, I don't know what to make for dinner is just away, and it's so nice. It's such a good feeling. I just want to end off the video by updating a little bit about my thyroid. So I did end up having to up the dosage, and that didn't go over well. Day one, I was actually really like ill. Like every time I ate, I felt nauseous, my stomach hurt, and I just like really didn't feel good all day. Like I felt so weird, and for the whole week, like it's been like a week straight now, and like I think it's figured out. My stomach seems to still be being kind of weird, like just going to the bathroom more than usual, and not really upset, but just like kind of, or in the mornings like sort of gassy, like as in some air has been trapped in my stomach like all night, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? Like my stomach just feels kind of like cramped with air. I don't know, that's kind of something new, so I don't know if that's just gonna like take time to figure itself out. I also found out that I should not be having anything that's calcium fortified or high in calcium within 4 hours before or after my medication. And I'm like, I've been eating cereal like an hour and a half or 2 hours after taking it, and I've also been eating cereal when I work like an hour and a half before taking it, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe this is messing up the absorption. So anyways, the biggest struggle for me with this is figuring out what to eat for breakfast now that doesn't have any calcium. And this means also like tofu is pretty high in calcium. So what am I supposed to eat for breakfast, y'all? Like if I have a smoothie, it's gonna be with water, and I feel like that's just gonna be like fruit. Like I'm literally just eating fruit and water, and I don't think my stomach's gonna appreciate that. I've been trying to eat peanut butter toast, like one piece of peanut butter toast, but I don't want to eat like end up eating too much of my gluten-free bread in case that causes an issue because of the lentil powder. It doesn't seem to be an issue, but I also don't want to, like if I have a sandwich later in the day, I don't want to be eating 3 to 4 pieces of expensive gluten-free bread every single day. I'm like really struggling with either if I should change the time of my medication, or I'm just gonna have to figure out something without calcium. Like I really don't know what to eat in the morning other than like peanut butter toast and like a banana if I have them. Even then, sometimes in the mornings I'm like, man, my stomach just like doesn't feel great after the first thing I eat. So who knows, maybe it's a transitional period with my medication. That will be the update for the last 4 weeks of trial foods. I mean, not even 4 weeks, I think it's only been 3. It's only been 3. I mean, it's 4 in total, but I already told y'all about the blackberries. Anyways, with that, I will see you in the next video. Bye!